Good morning, Panther. Oh, sweetheart. Come here, honey. The pill keeps you feeling better. Wow, the camera had HDR super effect for a minute. That's fixed now. The hawk just landed on the other side of that holly bush on the stump that's down there. I can see him moving through the trees, so he's here. And what I was gonna say is that the canna lily has opened up down there. I will be trying to keep the Japanese beetles off of it and hoping to see hummers. And he's back over by me now. Dare I try to grab him? I dare. Ducks, good morning, everyone. That's my buddy. Yes, Marty, although you've already had some to eat. So Stripe and Morris have been sitting in that chair sleeping pretty much every night, and I guess when they got out of the chair this morning, the cushion came with them. I'll fix it. I looked out one time and they were snuggled, and the next time I looked out the cushion was on the ground. Hi. Good morning. Do you come out to help me? Yeah, well, he's been helping me every day, but he's really jumped up to help me this morning.
Yeah, well, it's kind of yucky out here.
Yeah, so Mike on the weather last night said,
oh, that tomorrow we're going to get rain. He's very confident we're going to get some rain.
Even maybe a level 1 risk?
Level 1 for sure, and level 2 possible.
Severe thunderstorm. Right. We want thunderstorms. Thunderstorms be good. If it hails, we'll be in the house. Yeah. The cars will be in the garage. Yeah.
All good.
He better not be wrong.
Well,
I know Mike, and he better not be wrong. Everything is as watered as it's going to get this morning, and as watered as I think it needs to be. And let's just pray we actually get rain tomorrow. Because there's even places where the ferns are looking peaked, and I just can't water them all out in the woods. I just can't. There's no way to reach. Not enough water. You know. Hey there, Gray. Hi. Hi. Good morning, sweet pea. How are you? Good girl. Good girl. I'm looking over here, and these fancy metal lights, that round pedestal is for the stoplight thing. So I guess I still question if they're not going to come in and move the lights up to, you know, the fancy metal thing. And it's got conduit coming up in the middle of it and everything. So I just can't imagine what those are for at that intersection, except for the fancier, the stoplights like I thought they were to begin with, I guess. Yeah, time will still tell.
Arms.
Yep, yep. And you just, yep.
Yeah, I agree. Now that you pointed that out to me, I concur. But they still need 4 of them. I don't understand.
I guess it depends on the width of the intersection. Maybe, and it's not, I don't know.
Maybe they can do 2 from one and 2 from the other.
Yeah.
That intersection is
small enough to do that, yeah. Whereas here they had to put 2 to go at 90 degrees.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, this intersection has,
well, it has 4, but you're right. This one right here is 2 poles. They couldn't put this pole over on this side, which is where they would have put it in the...
Well, the lights seem to be working fine installed in the new configuration on the old wooden poles.
Yeah, but so, this is cleaner.
Right, yeah, I mean, and...
it looks nicer.
If you hit it with your car, you're less likely to take it out. I don't know. Mark the dirt down, $2 a bag. I'm going to pick up 2 bags. It'll stay under the house, and, you know, you never know what I might try to plant at Halloween or Christmas or... between. It's probably for next year, but if I use it up before then, don't be surprised.
So I think the update has gone on. I've never seen this view of, it's accurate that this is where we are. We are right there. This is the splash pad. This is the playground. These are the crepe myrtles and such. I think the AI has run on this satellite photo and enhanced it. I think we are looking at an enhanced satellite photo.
Yeah, well,
I think it's interpreted something, and they've even changed the green here now. I mean, it was brown a moment ago, and now it's all of a sudden. So I would say that the AI, the basketball courts, even. So I think they've there's an AI running on it now. This is getting closer to the regular photo there.
Yep, I agree with you.
While 5 Ys were in the parking lot
At South Park.
at South Park.
Yeah, if you don't like EVs, you got to be starting to feel choked out now here in Wake County.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are quite a few people enjoying the splash pad today.
Yeah, well, it's definitely the day for the splash pad.
Jules says it's 89.
Right. I saw 91 a while ago, but yeah, 89 is probably a little cooler here. It was 91 in the Walmart parking lot. They have a little bit more asphalt over there.
Yep. We're walking the park today, and we usually enter down here on the end. It helps us get the most unique, longest walking route over here. Minutes later, we haven't made it into the park, but the street up there on Wagstaff has been cleaned up pretty good. We got, I don't know, 25 cans today, not the biggest haul ever, and a couple bags of trash. We'll take the aluminum back with us, get it to the recycle center, but we put the trash in one of the park trash cans, tied up in a bag so it won't fly everywhere. The funny, the clouds cover. Even the stilt grass is all browned out. Over here, a little more shade is looking okay, but this part that's in the sun, not looking so good. This yellow on this fake rose thing. Yeah, it's all, see all these leaves down? This is not what it's supposed to look like on June the 30th. 29th? 29th. Yeah. My regular vlogging camera did dry out, recover, and it's what I'm filming on and is working to the best of my knowledge. Hopefully the audio is okay, because sometimes it gets in the microphone and that sounds bad until it dries out. That's happened in a rainstorm before. Don and I spent a lot of time last night watching videos about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I'm probably going to get one of those. Well, Don told me I could order it, and I'm just, you know, I'm just still making sure.
Yeah.
Because it is a pricey purchase on top of pricey purchases lately. And we looked at is the Sony ZV-1 and ZV-1F, and yeah, I'm not impressed. I don't know. I don't think so. The photography side of those, it's too video focused, and the menuing system looks, I don't know, cumbersome. And I looked at a couple of Canons. The M50 used to be the one people would buy that was different than the G7X Mark III that I have, but there's an R50 we watched a video on last night, and a little too bulky. You know, it's like the Sony didn't have enough photographic capability, and the Canon R50's got too much, and the G7X is just right if only it would focus. And oh, by the way, since it overheats after 10 minutes of 4K recording and several other focusing problems with it, they don't make it anymore. So if I wanted to go out and get a new one, it's like $400 or $500 more now than it was when I bought it. It's over $1,000. It's insane. It's crazy. So I would not try to replace this camera with this camera, even though I don't really like change, because it has several serious flaws and it's outpriced itself. So, you know, if they discounted it down to $300, I might make do with it, but not at $1,200. If I ever replace my big camera, which, by the way, I'm carrying it today instead of my weight vest, just in case, you know, then a Sony Alpha series was, you know, but you gotta get, it's all about the lenses. But my Canon 70D, the one around my neck, it's low light capability, ISO capability, it's just not there. There's so many newer cameras that are better than it. And I get so frustrated when I lose birds in the trees because the low light is not good enough. So I just, maybe someday. But the Sony series would be to replace the big camera, I don't think it's what I want to replace the everyday vlogging camera. The thing that I got to think about is I'm so used to reaching over in the car, reaching into the shopping cart, carrying on the trail with me, this, you know, handle that I have screwed into the tripod mount on this camera. And other people that film for me when they're out with me are used to me handing it to them with that handle. And I mean, I think the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, you just press the red button and it, you know, it's just, you flip it, you flip the lens and you press the button and it's just recording. So it should be okay, but I've got to I got to do muscle memory, relearn, redo these motions I'm used to for being quick on my feet and not missing action. And I don't know, will I be happy as carrying that around as I am the way I carry this camera around? So I don't know. I think so. I think so. I'm just, you know, trying to make sure. I know Prime Days are coming up, but this camera is still so in demand that I really don't, I'm not counting on a Prime Day special with it. I looked at Camel and the price it's at now is the lowest price it's been at, so it would have to significantly come down.
Once it gives you 10% cash back.
Right. Yeah, we're getting my Prime card. It's instead of 5% or 6%, it's 10% back. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go home and order it. Because even if they reduce the price on Prime Day, they'll probably take that 10% discount off. So, yeah. He tried to startle me. He's seeing root snakes, or snake roots.
What about roots that look like snakes? Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say. I don't mind seeing them. I just don't want to almost step on one. That's all. It would be many a time we've walked through here and we've seen snakes.
Oh yeah,
this is, you know, where they're supposed to be.
Right.
I'm out here with them.
Right.
I'm not worried about them as long as I don't almost accidentally step on them.
Well,
I want to see like from here to 6 feet in front of me.
Well, remember, the news said that we set the record for snake bites.
Right, this
already
year.
The highest amount of snake bites ever for the entire year has already been set, and we've only 6 months into 24. Yeah, it's over 250 snake bite cases been reported.
Yes, 258.
And the highest prior to this was some years ago. It was 241 for the entire 12 months. So
right.
We're on a great rate.
Yeah, it's an exponential jump is what it was. They don't know why. Yeah. I'm sure it's a combination of multiple factors.
Because people go out and play with them.
Well, we have a lot of people here. Any snake they see, they kill it. I'm vehemently against that. And I don't even like people killing the copperheads. I don't. Usually the ones that get bit are the ones that go out there and try to kill them. I won't be having a ton of sympathy. I do know for a fact, though, that taking the ego blower to a poisonous snake will get it away from you and your cats.
Yeah, they don't like that.
And probably not hurt the snake, and everybody goes on their merry way. An ego blower can blow that snake right across the asphalt. No problem. And yeah. One day when you weren't home and it was near the cats. The only thing that'll make me mess with the snake is if it's near the cats. And it was a poisonous snake, so anyway, I really was trying to talk about humane actions with snakes on the cusp of telling you a story that I probably shouldn't have told you. I think the day I did it, I mentioned it. It just scooted him across the driveway. He was not injured. I don't injure animals. But what I see some fish down there, and the hawk probably is coming over here and still eating and then hanging out in our yard. Yeah, there's a lot of fish down there. I guess shinies, or there's quite, I'm seeing with my naked eye quite a few fish. But what I was going to say with the snakes is I think it's a combination of less habitat, a lot of construction.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's the heat, and then people sprinkle in their yards, and all of the things the snakes want to eat go to where it's wet. So they go to the sprinklers, so the people, we're inadvertently bringing them closer to our house. And, you know, we had a real spring this year. Like, it stayed really cool for a long time this year. We were all just amazed at how, which way, Donnie? Which way, not which way again. we were all amazed at how long it stayed cool this spring. It was really nice. We had a long spring. It wasn't like, oh, there's a 90-degree day, let's take off into summer. It was like, oh yeah, these are some really nice 75, 80-degree days. Maybe that had something to do with it. Who knows? We had a bumper crop of bunnies and they're keeping the snakes alive. I don't know. Did you notice that Don now has my camera? Yeah, I told him to tell me don't ever bring it in here unless I know of a bird's nest we're coming to shoot. And that's a little different because there's just like no flowers in here, and it was kind of a waste to be carrying it. Oak, cedar, moss really needs some rain too. The other thing I wanted to say is that we did go, Donnie, I don't know which way. I'm letting you take the lead.
Yes, ma'am.
Or which preferred way. I mean, I know where we are and there's choices. We did learn that construction in the neighborhood is a sewer line. We were pretty sure it was sewer line work, and it is. They are, the town, according to the neighbors, has allowed a new subdivision to go in off Fleming Loop Road. And they need to, it's inside the city limits, so it needs sewer lines, and they're running the sewer lines all the way over here from Fleming Park area, you know, over to the lift station we walk past every morning. So it's definitely sewer line work.
It's not, as the bird fly, that's probably half a mile.
Right, it's,
if you
yeah.
try to get there by car, it's a long way.
Around, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the neighbors, obviously, with one neighbor said, yeah, they left 3 trees behind my house and it's not so bad, but our next door neighbor, they took out every single one of the trees blocking their view, and their backyard's basically decimated. And if I was over there in my backyard and butted up to that thing, I wouldn't be too happy either. So, I don't know, I guess the people over on Fleming Loop aren't happy about the new subdivision, and we got growing pains here. We got growing pains, and I am not negative all new growth. I'm not. I'm not. I'm really not.
I know, yes, right. She's not.
I'm not. I love the economic prosperity and the fact that people here that want jobs can get jobs.
I want to live someplace where there's jobs.
Right. If you live where there's jobs and people want to be, then you got construction woes. You know, I've been to places that are economically stunted. I would say some spots in upstate New York come to mind. And, you know, you hear about Detroit, Michigan and stuff. And what happens when you don't have any jobs? You don't have any construction either. So it's pretty prosperous here right now. People can find jobs here. People can find good paying jobs here. So we live with the construction. But I'm still going to gripe about the construction sometimes. It's not fun when you're in the thick of it. So I'll have to come back, Donnie, with the new camera and me run my mouth a lot as a test between how it looked with this camera and how it looks with that camera.
The reviewers all said if you're a vlogger, video vlogger, that you need to get this. This is the camera. It's not for action sports.
Right, don't try to replace your GoPro with it. And oh, by the way, DJI Osmo makes an action cam for that. Yeah, and also it's supposed to, it's not very rainproof. Yeah. So you don't want to be out in a downpour with it either. And I said, well, that's okay. I mean, yes, we get caught in the rain sometimes. But if I want to be out in the rain in advance, and I know, I'll just take my old camera, this camera, or my phone. Usually what I do is I hide this camera and I get out my phone anyway. And this camera got so soaked with the sprinkler and it's still doing its thing, so it's all good. It can handle a little water if you dry it out before you try to use it. The camera for nothing because I got a passion flower picture. It was really too far off for me to walk close enough to it. Well, I'm not worried about the bees, but fire ant mounds, ants, poison ivy, and briars. And the bumblebees, I ain't scared of them. They ain't.
The reason this is all nice and green down here is because when it rains, this is low and it floods.
Yeah. What's this pig flower here? Oh, that's that meadow beauty up there, kind of. Or maybe that's the I think that's Meadow Beauty. Oh, there's blackberries, Donnie. He's like, oh God, no.
We've got a bunch of cardinals down here. There's a bunch of them over there. They're trying to get water.
Oh, they are.
See them there?
Oh, that's a...
well, that's a robin, but there's a cardinal. I swear I saw at least 3 red birds.
I'm sure there were cardinals in there, and that big, huge honking guy is a brown thrasher. I hear him in here. Yeah, well, there is enough water for the birds to come drink, so. And the brown thrasher is a reddish brown, like my Lego brown pieces. For the most part, we'll be parked in the AC for the rest of the day. It's 2:30, and I'm planning on making us something else for dinner, but this might be mostly what Dawn eats today. It's nachos made out of leftover meatballs. All right, it's tuxedo kitty time, right? Nighttime. Best Lego set ever. I mean, for 1,700 pieces, the price is not bad because it's not a licensed set, right? It's just a black cat. They didn't have to pay anybody. It's a Lego Ideas, so I do think the original designer got... Mostly you get accolades from everybody that your set is a Ideas, got accepted as an Ideas set. Hi, Nighttime. Anyway, I seriously have been waiting for an Easter egg and there wasn't one, so I made my own. I mean, it had to be. I mean, how could they not have an Easter egg in it?